Well, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. This video will likely have two builds because I gotta make up for the screw up in the last episode. Anyways, so I built a barn, which isn't 100% done yet because I still need to put down the dirt and the gravel out here. I also need to get Ponzel, so when I harvest those spruce trees up there, I'll probably take the Ponzel from underneath it. But I am super happy with the way this has turned out so far. We got a nice little work area right here. I got a crafting bench and a bench and another bench, and we got some composters and we got some barrels. So we should have like 3 or 4 or 6 villagers like chilling right here when the time comes, which I can't wait for. It's gonna be awesome. I don't know what to put in this corner. I was thinking maybe like a tractor or a skid loader or something. It's definitely possible and would fit. We got 6 pens, which I do plan on bringing cows and sheeps. I do plan on bringing cows and sheep and pigs over. I don't plan on putting chickens inside the barn. It's okay to do that. I mean, but I want to build a chicken coop. In one of my other worlds that I played on all the time, it was actually a server. I built an amazing chicken coop that I want to replicate on this world, so I will. I should go sleep real quick. And then I have the skeleton horses. In this episode, I will be bringing the skeleton horses over. And the cows and the sheep and the pigs, which will clear. Forgot where I was for a second. Clear out a lot of this area here. So I will probably breed. I should maybe do that right now. Breed everything up one more time, and then I will cull everything down so that there's just a pair of each. And when I'm down to a pair of each, then we can excuse me, it's not even late today. We can move it all over. But yeah, I mean, it's a classic Midwestern red barn, which are becoming a little bit rare, at least in the Minnesota, North Dakota area. I guess when I used to work driving all over, and I drove all over Iowa. They're all over down there, but there just isn't many up here anymore. A lot of them got tore down in the 70s and 80s because they're quite dangerous. You have to take care of them, and if people don't take care of them, they need to be tore down. Anyways, we got a wonderful little haystack here, and we got another one that's getting started there. I carpeted this, which I don't really like the looks of. I would much rather have the wood. And maybe, I guess I didn't think I could have used slabs on this level. I don't know why I didn't do that. I will probably do that in this episode also. So there will be slabs across here. Not the gap, because the gap is totally appropriate. But yeah, we got the new chains that were just added into the game. I wish I could do them like at an angle or something, or like if I had like that data pack, which I guess I could add into the game that they have on Oofta on Hermitcraft. If I had that data pack that they had on Hermitcraft where you could do like armor stands and have like characters like doing stuff, that would be cool. Like have them like holding the chain and like they're getting ready to pull that up so that they can bring it over there. So I might make this chain a little bit longer, but because I can't like I have way too much stuff in my inventory. You know, like I mean I can do that, but that's way more illogical than just leaving it like that, which isn't the most logical, but at least it's consistent. So yeah, I am so happy with this build. I'm gonna cut. Next time I come back, there will be a lot of coarse dirt, some regular dirt and some grass that I hope spreads. There should also be fences that go in around the area. Now, there's a huge gap between the barn and the greenhouse because my goal is to put a terraform in a river right here. So there's going to be a river right here. And the barn is a little bit close to the road because the road is probably going to be over here a little farther. So there will be a small pasture or a fenced-in area in front of the barn that looks like it could be used for something. Yeah, I also, a few episodes ago, I had talked about using these things that I built over here for harvesting the warped wood and the crimson stem. It's the crimson and warped stem, that's what it's called. To build silos next to the barn. Now, I'm pretty sure I changed my mind because in the last episode I discussed making a flour mill, which brought me to a grain elevator. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a grain elevator and a flour mill, and those will be in one of each respectively. Which does my inventory, it's a mess. I do have to go in and add, so we have flour mill, bakery, and I need to add grain elevator. Grain elevator. So that will hopefully be amazing. Those will probably not be in the next couple of episodes. I'm probably in this episode I'm probably going to go with the idea I talked about at the very end of the last video, which was a modern house for me to live in. But it might be over here, not over there, because I should probably build the house before I start taking apart my miscellaneous storage, which, you know, eventually this stuff is, you know, I don't know if I'm going to build an actual rail yard, but, you know, eventually I'm going to have a shop that's like a building that's only like redstone type stuff, you know, and that will likely have the rails in it also. Eventually I'm going to have various similar builds all over here, which maybe I could call it an electronics store. All right, so I just finished streaming for the very first time. I think it was good. Definitely productive. There was somebody who chatted for a minute. I don't know if they how much they watched. Don't really care to pay too much attention to that, especially early on. That's just not probably healthy. Ooh, this is not right. What I did in the stream was built this path and apparently make something spawnable because there's a zombie. So somewhat to be expected that a change in the terrain in this way would cause some zombies to spawn. So what I should probably do is go up here. And I bet it was right here. Might have been there. Yeah, I still need to do some more. So on the retaining wall, I need to do block variation. So right now, I have some mossy cobblestone in my inventory. So I'm just going to go around and add some mossy cobblestone around the leaves, which I put lights behind to somewhat camouflage. Some of them are going to have a lot of mossy. Some of them not so much. Yeah. Just going around and making the path look a little bit better than it already does. So I got some nice, what I think is nice block variation. I was going to put in some gravel. I completely forgot about gravel. So, do I even have gravel here? Not in that chest, I don't. I just completely forgot. Because you can't do gravel slabs. So, does make it a little on the tricky side. Yeah. Not sure I like the way this is happening. See, there's only 2 blocks basically right here. I don't like that. But then I need to come under here and add a couple more blocks. I want the path to be comfortable to walk down. Okay, I need to do some more block variation by adding that. So yeah, I guess I could probably stop recording. I mean, it's only been 4 minutes, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to do. I'm also going to add some andesite and maybe some polished andesite in there. Part of me wishes I had done the whole thing in something like polished andesite. But then again, it's supposed to be a retaining wall. And a manufactured retaining wall would not be, would likely not be in such a fancy stone. Yeah, I am going to cut, and hopefully you enjoy it. I also just realized the music is still playing, so this clip had some nice little background music I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse building the modern house over there, which again is not 100%. That's kind of seems to be a running theme for me. I get really close to finishing something and then I stop. I might have to work on that. Anyways, and we'll go over and we'll take a look at that in a second. I'll give you a little tour. I just wanted to start out up here looking down at the barn and the pasture around the barn. I have not started moving the animals over yet. Yeah, it's such a good Like, I just love that building so much. Um, I have... Oh, I changed my mind on the Ponzel. I... Instead of going and only harvesting 4 pieces at a time, which were directly underneath those trees, I put down a small platform and of dirt and planted a couple of trees on it. I've actually done this twice now, so this is basically 2 stacks. It might have been 3 stacks, I forget, of dirt that I converted into Ponzel. So, and now because I've done that twice, I got quite a lot of Ponzel. I'm probably going to wait a minute or a little bit of time to further procrastinate as far as not finishing doing the last minute touches on a build because the pasture around the barn will work really nicely as a grass farm. Just temporarily until I build an actual grass farm. I think that it will work really nicely for that because I can just, whenever I need grass, I can grab my new shovel that I just put Silk Touch on, and I can go over and I can just harvest a bunch of grass, and then I can put in coarse dirt, and I can hoe the coarse dirt, and then the coarse dirt turns into regular dirt, and then I can let it grow again. Eventually, I want to decorate it to be more like what I think of a pasture looking like, which is, yeah, there's got to be grass, long grass, but there's also a lot of manure on the ground. I am using the correct shovel, right? Yeah. Yes. There's a lot of manure and other stuff on the ground that ends up looking kind of a lot like the way Ponzel looks. I mean, I know Ponzel is supposed to be what's in a taiga biome underneath trees, so it's like pine needles and stuff like that. But the texture there, I mean, that just... It's not a perfect replica of manure, but it works. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with building farms. I guess it's just something I am always obsessed with. I didn't actually grow up on a farm. I wanted to... When I was a child, I wanted to be a farmer. Farmer's wife, I don't know. I wanted to live on a farm and run a farm. But now that I'm older and I understand a lot more about myself, I know that I could probably not be a farmer in IRL because farmers... you have to be a really, really, really hard worker to be a farmer. But I got a little bit of grass inside the barn. I was going to grab bone meal because I want to bone meal a couple of things. like inside the pens, like in the corners, they should be like tall grass, because that's the way barns always are, especially if they're dirt floors. So yeah. Yeah, I like that. So one thing, I decided to not slab this over, primarily because of these beams right here that run across. I just don't think they would look good if I had put... Ooh, that's spawnable. If I... Oh, shoot. If I put slabs over it, it's just going to look wrong. So I'm going to leave it for now anyways. In the future, I might do something about that. But for now, I think the barn is pretty much done. I might come in. Actually, I got a really good idea how to deal with it. Okay, so I'm back. I just did a little bit of modifying and brought that down a little bit. It's still not 100% of what I'm looking for, but I think it looks pretty decent. Yeah, I like it. So I did a little bit of modifying of this because eventually... Why do I keep doing that? I brought this down a little bit because I plan on doing some terraforming. Most likely it's still going to go out a handful of blocks, and then I'll bring the dirt and the grass out a little bit. But yes, now I got a temporary grass farm, which is pretty nice. And I'll go over and we'll take a look at the new house. So it was kind of inspired by a video I watched weeks ago by Corrales, where he built a modern house. His video was years old, like early Minecraft. But I really liked the way his looked, and I should probably go back and rewatch the video to kind of model this a little bit more. But at the same time, like, I think it looks... I'm worried it doesn't look like a house, but I really like how it looks. So I got 2 bedrooms. I got one here with green up there and lime green here. Kitty likes to spend time on the bed in here. Got one in here which is blue. We got a bathroom, got a toilet and a sink and a bathtub with some light blue carpet. We got a way to go downstairs. We'll go down there in a minute. We got a little library with just some glazed blue terracotta as wall art. We got similar in here, but this is, I believe, gray terracotta. Might be light gray terracotta, I can't remember. In the kitchen with a table and whatnot. We got a small little closet right here. I've been thinking of putting chests in there. It'd be a good thing to do. And then, so one of the things Corrales did that I have not done is he put a pool. I believe the pool was over here. And then there was a garden here and another garden here, I believe. And a garden here too. So I'm thinking I might do that. I'm not 100% positive, but for now it's just a completely flat half slab roof to prevent spawning, and that is it. Let me see. I moved the goals for Skyblock book over here. So if we come down here into the basement, we got the just a whole lot of storage. Basically, is all this really is. Is this chest empty? Yeah. So we still got a couple of empty chests, but for the most part, you know, I kind of sorted things out. We got things like carpet and wool, but I'm not storing wool here because I store wool down by the sheep farm. We got sand and gravel in here, dirt, ponzol. You can see all the ponzol there, and coarse dirt, which apparently I have a lot more coarse dirt than I thought I did. Yeah, we got the glazed terracottas, so it's gray terracotta, gray glazed terracotta. That's a tongue twister. And then blue glazed terracotta. That's all I have so far. But I'm after I start moving villagers up, I will. First, the terracotta should probably be over in the stonemason because it's something you get from the stonemasons, but I will end up with probably 10 or more stonemasons that I will trade all of them to get all the different colors I can. Yeah, I'm not going to go through that too much. You can Yeah, I'm not really going to go through that too much. You can kind of figure out as much as needs to be figured out from just looking at it. Every once in a while I'll probably show what it looks like on the inside. But that is the modern house, which I'm pretty happy with. I got to do a little bit of landscaping yet, but it's looking pretty nice. I need to do some modifying on the book because there's. I thought I would be able to just hit enter down here at the bottom of the page, and it would just create a new book or a new page in the book between what is now page 2 and 3. But that's not how this book works, apparently. So I'm going to have to rewrite all this. That'll have to happen in the near future. So I did not build a modern farmhouse. That is not something I did. I did do the barn. Where is the barn? Oh, barn. Right there. So I can remove that from the list, and then I can move this down, and then go completed projects. We can go there. So that looks good. Not going to mark off the grass farm or the Ponzol farm because what I have over there currently is very temporary. And I'm probably going to stream again here in the next couple of days. And where I currently set up the Ponzol farm is going to be a river. I'm going to probably do that in a stream in the next couple of days. Just don't know. If you want to check it out, you can find me on Twitch. You know what? I don't even know what my Twitch, how to tell you where to find me on Twitch. I mean, my name is Bike Goddess, but profile, maybe? No? Well, I will have to figure that out. That is not something I can figure out quickly. Maybe if I click on channel? No? Yeah, I will have to figure that out, and I will hopefully start putting that in all of my descriptions for the future. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe.